Alexander Isak might be getting closer to Liverpool Football Club as our brand new number 9 going into next season. But how will we fit Isak into this team with Ekatike, Vert, Salah? Well, let's do that now. Let's show you how, guys. Big up to everyone here. Hope you're enjoying this kind of thing. More videos coming for you. More pre-recorded videos coming for you in the future as well, little breakdowns and things like that. So I hope you like this sort of thing. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and all the good stuff, guys. I'd appreciate it. I really would. So, guys, I'm going to go. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take myself off screen. You'll be able to hear me, but I'm going to put the main team up on the picture right now. So, how will Liverpool line up? Now, this is the way I might have it. Now, granted, the opening game of the season, Gravenberch isn't going to be fit. Right, not fit. He's going to be suspended. We know this. But let's go from the second game of the season, third game of the season, what we might see going forward. Obviously, Alisson Becker is our number one goalkeeper. There's no doubt about that. I think Conor Bradley right now is our number one right back. Virgil and Konate speak for themselves. I think Kirkes is now our number one left back. I think the double pivot of Gravenberch and McAllister will stay majority the same going into next season with little changes of Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones and Endos throughout the season with rotation. I think Wirtz will be our number 10 next season. Salah. Cody Gakpo with a sale of Luis Diaz and no transfers of a new left winger coming in as we speak. I will go with Cody Gakpo on the date of this video as our number one left winger. That can change though with the transfer market still open. Obviously, Ekatike might play out there in some games. A young Rio can play out there in some games. But right now, I'm going Cody Gakpo as our main left winger. And if the transfer of Alexander Isak does complete this summer and we get him, he, for me, is undoubtedly Liverpool's number one striker. Now, straight away on that team sheet, as you see it there, guys, that team sheet for me already is better than last season's. There's more rotation in this team as well now, with the likes of Szoboszlai being able to play in these deeper positions. Yeah, we haven't really got a natural defensive midfielder, although Gravenberch is considered our defensive midfielder by the manager, so I trust that. But we ain't really got an out-and-out defensive midfielder. That is something the club might look at next summer, and probably will look at next summer. But for right now, we're going to play in a style where, I think the manager will see that the team should be able to defend and play well without a recognised out-and-out defensive midfielder. Gravenberch and Szoboszlai, I think, can rotate that position quite comfortably. McAllister and Endo or a Curtis Jones can rotate in that position quite nicely as well. Wirtz is going to be our 10. I know a lot of people think he might play left wing, Szoboszlai in a 10. Look, that can happen in games as well. Even if you are playing a Wirtz over there, and you take a Cody Gakpo out and you put a Wirtz there or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can work, but at this moment in time, I think this would be Arne Slot's first 11 without any new transfers coming in so far. So how will it work? How will it work, guys? How will it work? Well, we know Kirkes and Bradley are very attack-minded fullbacks. We've already seen in pre-season Arne Slot trying to play where we're a more attacking-based team where, we've got players further forward, fullbacks are high up the pitch, midfielders are high in this position. But Ryan Gravenberch playing centre-back or playing DM, especially against AC Milan, drop back into this position quite a lot. And I think that's something we could see going into next season, where we have this three at the back. It's either going to be a Grav or it's going to be with a Kirkes, where a Conor Bradley gets the licence to go forward and you play these three at the back. And you get a bit more of this sort of formation maybe going forward. That's if that's the way the manager wants to play. It's going to be interesting how he fits all these in. A lot of people are talking about balance. I've heard a lot of supporters and rival fans talking about the balance of Liverpool. How will Liverpool balance, this 11 naturally? Now, Liverpool had a decent defence last season, although it conceded 41 goals. But, I would say there's about 4 or 5 or 6 of them goals that Liverpool conceded were after the title win, where Liverpool gave it up a little bit. So if you look through the season, Liverpool play with risk still. They like their fullbacks getting forward. He likes. We have got this out and out defensive midfielder. Gravenberch at the from January onwards was tired, but remember how well Liverpool played through the first half of last season. From about August to about December, January, Liverpool had perfect balance in their team, defensive balance and attacking balance. And we all rated highly this man, Ryan Gravenberch, as one of the reasons for that. Now, yes, he did tire out towards the end of the season. Next season, I believe Ryan Gravenberch won't tire out so much because now we have got, Averts in this position where he's going to play a lot of games. And I can see Szoboszlai rotating with Gravenberch in games and keeping his legs fresh for the end of the season. Bradley is going to be an attacking-minded fullback, guys. Kirkes is going to be an attacking-minded fullback. We are going to play with a bit of risk, but you can play with a bit of risk, I suppose, if you've got a defensive partnership of Konate, Virgil and Anderson Becker. There is risk there. Salah is not going to do this up and down thing. He didn't do it last season. He's not going to do it now at 33 years of age. He wants to save his legs and do what he does best. That's GA, goals and assists. Cody Gakpo, never really been known for his, work rate going backwards a lot of the time. But you assume on that left-hand side, he might do that. Now, if Ekatike is playing left wing, you don't really want Ekatike going this way. You want Ekatike in around the box. So I know there's been a lot of talk about Ekatike playing out there, and maybe he can in games coming on as a substitute or stuff like that when we're winning a game of football. But I don't see him starting out there because of that reason. We go with these fullbacks are going to be attack minded. You don't buy a Kirkes. You don't buy a Kirkes basically to make him a sitting back left back. That's not his game. You're taking the best aspect of his game off him. He's attack minded. Conor Bradley's attack minded. Frimpong is attack minded. So there might be a word for balance there, but I'm not sure. I think Liverpool's balance will be more in the forward areas. I think Slot looks about defending from this area of the pitch, from the halfway line, literally from the halfway line to the opposite goal. That's where he wants his team to defend better. Salah, Wirtz, Gakpo, Isak if he does start and plays, McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, whoever's in that midfield area. It's about keeping the ball. It's about pressing high up the pitch, keeping possession of the ball and building up your play towards the opposite goal. Now, as we've seen already, Liverpool can get so far forward. And when you do this, you leave a lot of gap behind you. So long balls and direct balls are always on. Next season, my only concern next season is that teams will set up even lower against us, trying to play a counter-attack style. Leaving one or two of their quickest opposition players high up the pitch to try and counter-attack on Liverpool's style that they're going for next season. But with this man, Alexander Isak there, Arne Slot might see where, yes, we might be a bit risky in the way we play. We might leak a goal here or two. But with Mo Salah, Alexander Isak, Wirtz, Cody Gakpo, and Ekatike possibly will be on the bench, maybe playing in games. A Szoboszlai coming on as well. Arne Slot might look at it and think, you know what? If we win 3-1 in games, I'm happy about it. If we concede a goal, it's not going to be the end of the world because he's got to trust in the attacking talent that will be at this football club. Now, how many goals did Liverpool get? Look, Liverpool scored a lot of goals last season. Yeah, most of that came from Mo Salah. There's not going to be a world where Wirtz don't get a few goals next season. Cody Gakpo will get goals next season. That's what he does. He's more of a goal man. Mo Salah, even if he's winding down a bit, like people say, he's still going to get goals. He's not going to disappear off the face of the earth. Alexander Isak will get goals. Ekatike will get goals. So, although the balance of the team might not be fantastic, guys, the balance of the team might not be fantastic. And I hear that. But the attacking depth and the attacking talent Liverpool have up front now is a whole different level. There's weapons everywhere. You stop Isak, you got to stop Salah. You stop Salah and Isak, you got to stop Ekatike. You stop Ekatike, Salah and Isak, you then got to stop Averts and Cody Gakpo, Szoboszlai. There's weapons all over the place. If Liverpool can get Isak through the door, Liverpool have the most firepower in Europe, in my opinion. And stopping that, any team will be difficult. And if Arne Slot's going to sacrifice that a little bit for balance at the back, so be it. Rival fans, be worried. Liverpool fans, be joyful. This could be an amazing season coming up for Liverpool Football Club if, and I say if, Alexander Isak is a part of that. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. Hit that like on the way out. Hit that subscribe. Hit that share. Until we'll see you next time. Keep safe. You never walk alone. Bye-bye for now.